Colorado joined the rest of the nation in celebrating the life of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. today.
If not in body, certainly in spirit. Jessica Porter has our story.
So even though we face the difficulties of today and tomorrow, I still have a dream.
The pandemic may have muted the annual march, but Martin Luther King Jr.'s message was heard loud and clear throughout Colorado.
We thank you for the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King and the vision that he left us. He said that he wanted to see people come together.
Denver and Aurora celebrated with virtual events. A torch was passed to Governor Jared Polis, representing uniting our state in peace and brotherhood.
I'm struck by the silence of this location that a year ago today and for decades, thousands of people gather here in support of the dream, of the mission.
It's a day to honor the civil rights icon.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up, live out the true meaning of its creed,
but also to reflect on the social justice fight that continues today.
Our country has been through a lot. In this last 2 weeks, the violence, the insurrection at our nation's capital, it has been a difficult time. It is important for every single one of us to stick with love.
To admit that although his peaceful protests were effective, at the time Dr. King and the civil rights movement were not popular.
The civil rights movement and the civil rights bills which was passed. Once again, a lot of folks was troubled by it, but it was good for everybody.
And to accept that Dr. King's fight was not just for racial equality, but for uplifting all people out of poverty.
When the question is asked, where do we go from here? No, I'm returning to the same fight that we already had before COVID-19 ever showed up. Fighting for social justice, fighting for economic equality, and fighting for what we need in educational access for children in our schools.
Jessica Porter, Denver 7.